Senator Cowan, one of the first challenges you'll face, obviously, is budget cuts. Could you ever see yourself voting for something, say, defense cuts, that would cost jobs here in Massachusetts?
Well, thank you for the question, John. Obviously, the issue of the sequester is still very much on the table. It's due to happen on March 1st. I think it's been clear to the President, even though he's faced with this, the Congress, the best strategy here, in the best case scenario, is a balanced approach to this. Some spending cuts, some revenue. There's been some revenue, obviously, in this most recent legislation. There's more work to be done. I don't think anyone believes it's in the best interest to just do straight across the board cuts. We're going to have to look at it closely. The good news is, I'm going to Washington, D.C. We've been looking at this issue closely here in Massachusetts, because we know if the sequester happens, it's going to have significant impact on Massachusetts. That knowledge I take with me as I do this work.
Do you see this as a short political career, or is there, if you like it, could you see yourself running for office again sometime?
Janet, this is going to be a very short political career.
You will vow right here now, 3 months, and that's it, and then run again?
I am not running for office. I'm not a candidate for public service at any time today or in the future.
Mo, I asked you about this last week, and you either put on an Oscar-winning performance in the doc, or you actually did know about this. How long have you known this was coming?
Oh, the governor actually offered me this opportunity yesterday. I was aware sometime that I was among the list of candidates, but as most of you know, I have been focused since November on planning my return to the private sector, and that's what I have been focused on literally until yesterday.
You mentioned you're going to continue to work with the people of Massachusetts, but this is such a short stint. What can you possibly get done?
Oh, there's much to get done. Much to get done, Sean. And actually, as I mentioned, I'm not going down there by myself. We have one of the most dynamic, successful, experienced congressional caucuses that is in Congress. I'm going to work closely with them. I'm looking forward to working with Senator Warren. The good news for all of us, particularly me, is that I will have the benefit of Senator Kerry's outstanding staff, both here in the state of Massachusetts and in Washington, D.C. So while there may be a little bit of a learning curve as I find my way around the building, when I get to the office, I know I'm going to be met with very experienced staffers who want to make sure that I can help them keep moving the agenda forward very much in the way that Senator Kerry does.
Senator, did you express your interest in this position to Governor Patrick, or did he come to you to ask if you would be interested in assuming the role?
Well, Governor Patrick has spoken many times about his process, and I want to be respectful of the process. I happen to know that some people suggested that I might be a good candidate for this opportunity. Once it became clear that I might be considered, I recused myself from any involvement, and as I said, it was yesterday that the governor made me the offer, and I accepted.
Governor Barney Frank was obviously a very popular choice. He came up publicly. There were online petitions. What ultimately made you decide not to choose him and rule him out? And why was the condition of Mo on board that he no longer wear his trademark bow tie?
So let me just answer the second question first. I had a small group of people who were helping me sort through and vet candidates are the ones who, once we landed on Mo Cowan, suggested he not wear his trademark bow tie today, and it's the only one of their judgments with which I disagreed, but it wasn't worth the fight. Today is about the decision to appoint Mo Cowan as interim senator. There were other very capable candidates on the list, including Congressman Frank, all of whom, because of how capable they were, made it a difficult choice. But I'm confident that this is the right and best choice for us.
Governor, you had Senator Kerry and you had Senator Kennedy. Obviously, you have Senator Warren, you have Senator Cowan now. Are you concerned about the possible loss of clout in Washington?
No, I'm not. I mean, I do get that part of clout in Washington is seniority. But one of the reasons why I think our delegation has consistently been so strong is because of the depth of the people we send, and Mo Cowan is very much in that tradition.
Governor, do you look at Mr. Cowan and see some of yourself?
Geez, I'm not that cool. You know, what I do see, Andy, is an affirmation of the American dream. When Mo talked about what his mother conveyed to him about what is possible in this country, I think that is a thing to celebrate every opportunity we have.
And one
Governor-
more question, Governor. What advice do you have for reporters who ask you direct questions about whom you might appoint the day before you make that appointment?
What advice do I have? I guess I'd say the same thing I said to you yesterday, which is wait until it's time for the appointment.